Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have so many bits and pieces here. We better make something cute today. That's all I have to say. That is all I have to say. So, Nance, are you going to be creating with me this morning or just watching? Good morning, Keels. Good morning, good morning. Everybody make sure you have a big drink. My goal is to drink all this water before we're done. Let's see, I'm a little less than half through my bottle of water. So, I am so ready to start making cards. I have, and I can continue to do this next week too, because good gravy, I have so many bits and pieces painted. But I wanted to remind everybody, let's see, what time are we? I wanted to remind everybody to please follow and like Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I would greatly appreciate that. And then if you would follow our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott, you'll be so happy. It's the greatest group. It's just the greatest group. And there's freebies in there every now and again. You just never know. So I wanted to make sure that I remind everyone that there is a promo code going on. And so if you wanted to purchase all of these art printables, now's the time, because there is a promo code for 20% off your entire order. So Mix and Mingle is free, remember, on the Ornamentally Yours Facebook page. But Card Candy, One, Michelle, and Aunt Marge are all available on my website, Corbiere-Scott-Designs.com. And there's a 20% off promo code today, and this week, and it ends tomorrow at midnight. Let's get artsy. All one word, all caps. Let's get artsy. So, I'm gonna sneeze just a sec. Sorry. Allergies are still rampant in this house. I don't know about your house, but I'm ready to start assembling some cards. So I told myself that I would just get as many done as I could today. So I'm going to set these aside and bring in bits and pieces that I have. So let's start with a slimline. I have I have 4 slimline backgrounds, right? I have this one. Tessa had this cool embossing folder, and I just had to try it out. So it's a slimline embossing folder. Now I don't remember. I think it's from Whimsy Stamps. And I just thought that was kind of a cool base, right? And then I did a border stitch just for fun. This one is from Trisha. So we have a nice cactus. So we have a nice southwesty kind of Christmas card. And poinsettias, started in Mexico. They came from Mexico. And so I thought that was so appropriate. And then I have these 2 from the Michelle art printable. So I'm going to start building and then see where we go. This one is smaller, so I will probably... I have one card that I cut just slightly bigger. Let's see. Here we go. So I was thinking, let's see. Can I tell you, I wish that die manufacturers would have a universal slimline size. I'm telling you, it's just so frustrating. Because this is looking like I need to trim off a bit of the end. So I'm going to start by just assembling my card fronts. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to put this, let's see, let's trim that down just a little bit. It seems like I need to trim like 1/4 of an inch. Let's try 1/4 of an inch and see what happens. I think that's gonna be just perfect. Yep. So I'm liking this. I did not do my white splatter on this. I just didn't know. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, and so I kind of left it the way it was. You know, I can always paint like a million more, right? So let's see. Let's get some score tape. I'm just going to start with this part. Are you guys going to be building? Are you painting? Are you, you know, I told myself I was just going to do whatever I kind of felt like this morning. So I'm going to start with some card building. So then I have a start on my Christmas card stack. There we go. I think I'm going to take my bone folder and give this one last. Sometimes I like to do it like that and then like this, so I get a really nice crease. You know? There we go. Alrighty. Let's adhere this. Taking a minute. Well, it's down. Look, but I feel like that's going to be such a great card base, don't you? I really feel like that's, like a poinsettia is going to look so beautiful on there. Look at that. So pretty. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. Now I have this one that's going to take up the majority of this front. Digging that. I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay. Good morning, Donna. How are you? So nice to see you. We are assembling some Christmas cards this morning, and I was reminding everyone that the 20% off your entire purchase coupon code is running through tomorrow night at midnight. And it is Let's Get Artsy. There we go. Okay, what did you just say, Tam? Oh my gosh, can I just tell you, we just had this conversation. It's so frustrating. The industry has, so as best as I can figure, let me move this just slightly. As best as I can figure, the, sorry, is that, am I making things worse? Sorry. Most slimlines are, whoops, there we go, are 8.5 by 3.5. And I make my artwork big enough that you can, I try to make it a little bit bigger than 8.5 by 3.5. Usually it's around 8.5 by 3.5. So then when you die cut, I try to allow for that in my artwork. Like this, I wanted the typeface to go, the text to go right to the edge. This, I wanted the cactus to go right to the edge. Sometimes if it's floral or something like that, I try to work it within those perimeters. But I go off the premise of 8.5 by 3.5. Does that make sense? Okay, there's 2 fronts, card fronts. I have one more here. And we'll do it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Because most people do, but every now and again you'll get a wonky die that is like 9 by 9 by 3 3/4 or and it's just a little frustrating. Good morning, Renee. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad to see you here. If you would, anyone new here, if you would follow and like Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. And then please ask to join Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott private Facebook group. That's where all the cool kids hang. And remember that I have a coupon code going this week until midnight on Friday for 20% off your entire order. So this one's going to cover the entire front, I believe. And I love that. I love that. I love it when there's an edge, and I love that, well, you know. As long as it's pretty, I kind of dig it. Okay, so now let's do this embossing folder. And it was like basket weave or something like that. And I'm almost positive it was from Whimsy Stamps, which I believe is an online. You can only purchase online from them. And they have really cool stuff. Gina Marie, and there's a couple of them. Gina Marie, you can tell she's a card maker because her stuff is created with card makers in mind. Like I try to make my artwork with card makers in mind. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. Trying to be a little more strategic this time. There we go. Okay, so we have 4 slimline card fronts. And now I have a bunch of A2s cut and scored, and I have lots of mats in different, all different stuff. So I have some black. This was a cardstock from Basel 100 years ago, and it's called Dotted Swiss. Can you see the raised dots on there? I love this cardstock, and I just keep holding on to it. But you know, every now and again, I think just use it. Here's just a stitched edge black. And then I have a bunch of different embossed card bases, card mats that I just thought are fun for, that bit of texture. This card base, this mat right here, look at this. I have the instructions on a blog post on my website. This is stencil butter by the Crafters Workshop. and I just finger painted it on and set it aside to dry. My pal Carmen and I came up with a plan one day when we were just messing around with some stuff. And then this one is the same idea, except, are you ready? Then I ran it through my embossing folder. Shut up! It's so cute. Anyway, this is also embossing, stencil butter, an artsy technique. And then here are some Aunt Marge panels that I created. I took the Aunt Marge panel and I cut it in 4, and then I painted them 4 different ways. You could do the same thing with the Aunt Marge art printable and paint the entire thing and then just cut it in 4, or you could do some slim lines. You can do, I do a coverall like this, the possibilities are endless for what you can do. You could do an 5x7, you could do a 2 slim lines, and I think you can get like a smaller chunk that you could do, then you could do little accessory pieces for another card. So these are, you can do a million different things. You could treat it like pattern paper, right? Okay, so let's start building. So I'm feeling like I want to use the dotted Swiss and this purple one. That's kind of in my noggin right now. So I'm either going to do the dotted Swiss with this on top. Look at how beautiful that looks. Or the black with the stitched border. I'm kind of digging that too. Let's see where we go here. Oh, I think I like that. So I'm going to do that. And then I don't know exactly where I'm going. I feel like I really want to just kind of feel it out as I go. Some people make cards with like a plan beforehand. And some people just, and I do both ways. Sometimes I just wing it. Sometimes I have a little sketch that I've thought up. Sometimes I just kind of sit down with all my bits and pieces and just start building. How about you? Are you a make a plan kind of card maker? Follow a sketch, or are you a just kind of build it as you go person? I would love to know, because I fall somewhere in the middle. Okay. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm so glad to hear that I'm not the only one. Yeah, I'm a pretty clean card creator. I'm sure that's because my degree is in graphic design, so I just prefer the clean look. I mean, my bits and pieces can be artsy, but my building is pretty clean. Because I think if you've gone through all the trouble to paint something beautifully, I want that to be the star of the show, right? I want it to be, excuse me, so sorry. I want it to be paramount in what I'm creating. Okay. So for this one, I've been thinking about how I want to build on here. So so this is from the Aunt Marge, right? And the whole point of today is to create cards using all of my art printables, all of the Christmassy art printables so far. So I had a painting session where I painted these images from my card candy. Can I tell you, that's one of my favorite things I've ever created. Because I like all the bits and pieces. I like having lots of bits and pieces to create, to build with, right? I like a creative cluster. And so I painted all of these bits and pieces with this bluey, purpley wonder. And so I thought, well, so this card, I feel like it doesn't need anything else. Maybe a sentiment right here. But other than that, I feel like it's got it going on just the way it is, right? This card, I want something else on it. So it's a top fold, or it could be a sideways fold, right? So I have these pieces left. I have this little poinsettia and this heart. And then I have this strip. And I thought, well, that's kind of cool. I'm kind of digging that. And then I have this Merry Christmas from a Dymo label maker. Remember those? Hey, Roseanne, I'm so glad you found me. I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday, although next week, since we have a holiday, and I forgot to write that on my calendar when I was the calendar of events for Corbiere-Scott Designs, I forgot to think about that we have a holiday on Thursday. So let's meet Monday and Wednesday next week. And we'll resume our normally scheduled programming the following week. So next week will be Monday and Wednesday pop-in paint parties. And then, but normally, Roseanne, pop-in paint parties are every Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, let's take a drink. Okay, I kind of like this, but now I'm feeling like, what about just this? Kind of liking that. So then I'm combining two, right? I'm combining card candy and Aunt Marge. I'm liking that. Because I'm really feeling like this one, I'm kind of wanting to build, like maybe this tucked behind here. Maybe let's do it on this side because the poinsettia's leaves go to the side. Oh, shut up. Look at that. I'm kind of digging that. Okay, let's assemble that one. And I think that I'm going to keep that on there. Anybody have any suggestions for anything other than that? Let me know. So next week, there'll be brand new artwork on Tuesday. I'm excited to share with you. And more creating cards. I will tell you, when we have these little card making sessions, I am so happy because I get stuff done. I sent out so many stacks of cards yesterday. Well, and here's the embarrassing thing. I put them in the mailbox the day before yesterday, and the mail lady left me a note and said, Anne, you didn't put any stamps on anything. Swear. Honest to Pete. Okay, what did you say? Let's see. Oh, you're right, Keely, you're right. So the new artwork will debut on Monday. I'm so sorry. So it will debut Monday. Thank you, Keely. Oh, what would I do without my Keely keeping me on my toes? It is holiday themed. It is holiday themed, Miss Tam. Okay, so I adhered this background. Then I'm feeling like I want to do this, but I think I want, there's a little bit of a white edge here, and so I think I want my text to go all the way to the edge, because that'll give me just a little bit more visual triangle vibe going on. So I'm gonna put this down, but then remember, I want this heart to be tucked behind just a little bit. So I'm going to get everything ready all at once. And then I don't know if I'm going to do... It was so embarrassing, Nancy, because seriously, it was a giant stack of... It was a giant stack of correspondence because I felt like I was so behind. And so I just sat down and dedicated the afternoon to writing notes to everyone. And seriously, so dumb. Okay, so maybe that, I'm kind of digging it like that. You can go all the way to the edge. And then just kind of, I just like a really kind of organic build. So then I could have this here and I could pop it. What do you think of that? So let's put this right there. And then, oh my gosh, I have the best mail lady. I do. And you know what? We are kind of at the end of the route. And so, you know, our mail can get here at noon or 7 o'clock at night. We never know. We never know. But I will just tell you, she always has a smile on her face. She's always kind, no matter what time. She is very nice. It just goes that little extra mile, you know? Okay, let's see. And I'm feeling like I might, just might need to add some doodads to these in a little bit. But for right now, I want to just get this part done. Okay, so this, shall I pop it? Yeah, of course I am. Of course I am. I'm going to lay this down on here. And then cut off the extra. And then, you know, I don't like to waste, so I will stick this long skinny piece right here on my roll because I'm making more cards, right? And then this little chunk, same thing. I just stick it on the edge, on the side of it, I should say. And this, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go right to the edge of the card. I really like that. It just builds a little bit more visual interest. Okay, so that's 1, 2. Okay. And then I have this one that I had started already. Oh, I need to put a sentiment on there. Okay. So I have a couple of different versions. I cut all of the sentiments off all of the art printables. So I have Good Tidings to You. I'm kind of digging that. Season's Greetings, that's too big. I'm feeling like that's too big. But I also have these. Look, I typed these on a very old typewriter that I just happen to have. And I love it. So, cut a little snip on the end there. And then we could just look at that. What do you think? Kind of digging that. It's a little bit, I don't know. What do you think? Or it could be here. Or I could go back to Good Tidings. What are you thinking? Does that look too big and overwhelming, or do you think I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna set this aside. So it's not completed. Okay, so what else do we have? Oh, I have a couple more cards that I created a while back with the card candy. I wanted to share those with you. These were just card candy. Right? So there's a couple more. I love that, love that, love that. Okay, now I have all of these bits and pieces, which I feel like, and I tried to do the 3 different palettes, right? So I feel like I really want that, the black to pop. Look at the difference of by itself, and it popped on a piece of black. So I feel like I want to do all 3 of these on black. Hi, Diane. Right? So remember, today's the day to get the, to use the, I really love the black behind too, Tam. I feel like it really pops everything. Remember, I always say, all great art needs a little bit of black and a little bit of white. Okay, so card candy is one of my art printables that I created, and it has lots of bits and bobs for card building. Oh, I'm glad you're here too. You know what? You can show up any old time. We are pretty low key around here, Diana. Okay, so this is card candy. This is Aunt Marge. This is Michelle. Excuse me. Yeah, that's Michelle. And then this is the freebie of the week, Mix It a Mingle, that is on Ornamentally Yours, right? So all of this art is created to coordinate with each other and make for easy Christmas card building, right? And this is the week to go to my website and buy them, because I have a 20% off your entire order coupon code, a promo code, and it is Let's Get Artsy. That's my tagline. Let's Get Artsy, all one word, all caps. So there we go. Does that help? Does that help, Roseanne? Oh, let's take a drink. Anybody else feeling super thirsty, or is it just me because I'm blabbing a lot? Okay, so I'm going to adhere these to the black background. I really just feel like it just really does something to pop all of that, all of those beautiful poinsettias from Aunt Marge. And she's just the loveliest, I will just tell you, my Aunt Marge. She's funny but not like you will. Yay! Hey, Mary. How are you? I'm so glad you met me on Ornamentally Yours. So that means that you already have the mix and mingle. I'm so glad you found us here. We meet here twice a week. Most weeks. Every now and again, we meet more than once if we are, if 1 week out of the month, I do a artist study series called Let's Get Artsy Together Apart. And that was named at the beginning of the pandemic. And we were just looking for something to do together, you know. And I love artists, and I've studied artists my whole life. And so I wanted to talk about it. And you know what? I'm telling you, we just grew this group quite organically. And it's been a blast. Look at that. You guys, I'm loving that. I'm loving the, tuck that little piece of adhesive back. The black is really making a difference, don't you think? All right. So did you take all the classes, Mary, on Ornamentally Yours? It was a lot, I know. I still have a couple that I haven't gotten all the way through. But what a blast. Every time we do it, we all have such a blast together. And with all of you, that we get to meet new friends who like to do the same stuff as us, that support our small businesses. And I'm telling you, oh, that's a bad scene. What are we going to do there? I will say, let's see. Why is that so, well, my original art must be off. Okay, so we're going to have to do something here. We're going to have to do something here. I don't know what yet, but we'll think of something. Throw away my trash that just keeps piling up over here. Okay, let's get these on card bases. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I had a blast. I will just tell you right now, I had a blast. Ooh, I can't believe I'm almost through this whole roll of score tape. That's a lot of cards. Okay, one more. So, you know, the ways that you support our small businesses are throughout the year are so greatly appreciated. That's why we do Ornamentally Yours. It's a great big thank you for every product you've purchased from us, every comment, nice comment, not mean comments. You know, that's my criteria. Everybody needs to be nice. Every comment, every like, every share. If you share my artwork with my videos with others, if you, oops, sorry, gotta concentrate. If you, I don't know what I'm gonna do right there. I haven't figured it out just yet. If you introduce us to a friend who you think might appreciate our artwork, all of that is why we do that weekend, as a great big thank you to everyone. Because we notice all of those little things that seem insignificant to you, but they're huge in the world of a working artist. They are, they are, they are. So pretty. One more. And I still have those 3 slimlines to fiddle around with. I don't know. Well, I feel like I really want to do a nice big poinsettia on the fronts of all of those. But, okay, let me throw all this stuff away. But, okay, so I have these 3, right? Oh no, I have 4. Ooh. Okay, I have these 4. 20 minutes. Okay, Keels, thank you. Okay, so I have some poinsettias from Ornamentally Yours, from the Mix and a Mingle. I have the poinsettia cluster from Michelle, right? I have, let's see, but then I also have, I have so many bits and pieces. I have this heart and banner. Oh, I love that. Now I'm feeling like maybe. I'm loving those. So let's fussy cut those. And you know me, I like to cut, and it doesn't have to be right on the line for me. I like it to just have that artsy vibe, so it can have a little edge to it. It can have a little frame. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I haven't decided. Or with this one. This one I feel like I want to do just a little bit of a white edge, just because it's going to make it pop just a little bit, you know? Oh, I just thought of something. Don't you love when you just think of something? That's what I'm telling you. I just like to take that time and just kind of ponder, because something always pops in your head, you know? As you're fussy cutting or you're painting, something will pop in your head like, oh, what if I layered it like this? Or what if I did it like that? Or, you know, whatever the case may be. But I'm feeling like maybe, just maybe, I thought I had another one of these. I do. I just saw it. Okay. And this giant stack of fussy cut things. I just like to fussy cut in front of the TV in the evening. Sometimes I paint a bunch of things and then I'll fussy cut while I'm watching TV. How about you? Are you a fussy cutter? Do you not like fussy cutting? I find it quite relaxing. I kind of dig it. I know some people aren't fans, but I am. Hi, Veronica. Veronica. Do you remember that song by Elvis Costello? I love that song. I love Elvis Costello. Okay. I just thought of something. Okay, do you remember I had this background? This. What do you think about adhering this on here? Are you ready? And this, shut up! And this behind. What do you think? Oh my gosh. I'm kind of digging that. But I really want it to, I really want the heart to kind of be prominent too. Equal billing to the, oh, sorry, I was out of range there. Sorry about that. I'm kind of digging that, just the way it is. What do you think? Oh, I love that. Oh, I need to take a drink. What do you think? What do you think? I don't know. I know that's super plain, but I love it. I love the simplicity of it. Me too, Veronica. Me too. Okay, I'm just doing it. I'm just going for it. So let's, oops, that's the end of that. Luckily, I have a backup. And you see I got stuff all over the back of this. I am a messy creator, that's for sure. I'm so excited that I have so many Christmas cards, like at least started. I do have some from last year that didn't get sent. So I have, my goal is to send them this year. Anybody else make cards and then don't send them? That's a terrible habit, isn't it? It's terrible. Okay, this way. So let's adhere this. There we go. And then I think just this down here. What do you guys think? Pop it or not pop it? I think I want it just flat. I know that's... I know. So we have to... we need to break that habit, don't you think, Nancy? I mean, seriously. Why are we making things to not share? I'm trying really hard to be a better... Oh, Veronica, you answered too late. I already put score tape on the back. Let's make it a goal in 2022 to send a card a week. Just one card. If you do more, great. But at least just one card, you know? I just feel like that will really, Veronica, darn it, now you got me thinking about popping it. It's going to be pretty if I pop it. All right. So let's, what are we going to do with this? Do we peel it? I think so. Peel it and then adhere foam tape on the back of that. All right, so let's get some foam tape across there. And you know I do not like bits that sag, so let's start building up these bits. There we go. Let's see, there. There. Maybe a little bit here. I can't help myself, you guys. I can't help it. Okay. All these little bits. Peel off all these little bits. There, one more. Okay. Let's just pop this down here. Oh, you guys. Love it. I love it, love it, love it. Look at that. So pretty. I love it. Okay. Now, okay, how many minutes do we have left? Oh, we're so good. Okay. So, I have, let's see. So I have this background. And then I could put this, shut up. Look how much it pops, right? Kind of digging that. And this is from the, I believe this is from Michelle. I'm kind of liking that. I like that it goes over the edge because I'm just going to tell you, most slimline envelopes are great big anyway. So it doesn't matter that it goes over the edge. So, Veronica, pop or not pop? What do you think? The background paper is, the background is on the Michelle art printable. So it is the slimline. Most of my artwork, for the most part, is a slimline. My art printables, I should say, is a slimline, an A2, and then some independent art and some sentiments. Although there have been times when I do a coverall where I'd fill the whole sheet with art. Or I make card candy where it's just bits and pieces for card building, right? So, yeah, I'm kind of digging it. I'm kind of digging it. So you'll notice that these two items have text behind them, and it's the same text that's here and here. It's all in French. I have no idea what it says. I just thought it was really cool. And so I tried to create these 4 pieces to work in conjunction with each other. You can order on my website and Corbiere-Scott-Designs.com. Right here, and Corbiere-Scott-Designs.com. And if you type in "Let's Get Artsy," all one word, in all caps, you'll get that's a promo code for 20% off of your whole order. So, and it expires tomorrow at midnight. So now's the time to stock up and save. Okay, I think you're right. I think we should pop it, but should we pop it down here? I kind of like that idea where it's kind of, and then we can have, oh, shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. That, or Joy to the World, or where's it? Merry and Bright, kind of digging that. Or Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Kind of liking that one, you guys. What do you think? Let's get this popped. And you can help me decide which sentiment we should put on there. Now I've got Veronica. I've got it in my noggin. You know what? Is Barb Meyer here? Or Barbara Johnson? The that Applebee's on a weeknight, which is so funny because in my family, hi Marlene, my dad thinks Applebee's is only for a special occasion. He got mad at us because we went to Applebee's just, you know, on a weeknight. What makes it shiny? I know. Don't you? I love Elvis Costello. He blares off and he's on my playlist, that's for sure, on my Amazon playlist. A lot. I think I want to do. There we go. Okay, what makes it shiny? Neither one of them are shiny, but this one, if you watch last week's Pop-In Paint Party, Roseanne, I did this background, I think on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday, Keels? And then this one I did this week on Tuesday, where I share how I did the, this. Sorry. Yes, the Crafters Workshop stencil butter. And I painted it on with my finger. Like finger painting. It dries super quick and then you can do, and there's a little how-to on my website on the blog, which is called Let's Get Artsy with Anne Corbiere-Scott. Anyway, can I tell you, I'm in love with stencil butters. I'm just in love with them. Look what this one. This one just came in the mail yesterday from my friend Audrey, who owns a store in Michigan. My Michigan. This copper penny. Look at that. Oh, the ideas that are swirling around in my noggin are, I can't even tell you. And I need to get going with it because, you know, Thanksgiving is next week. But I do have a lot of Thanksgiving ideas. With my fall fodder art principle. So anyway, I just finger painted it. And it, you know what? It's fab. It's fab. Okay, what do you think, you guys? I'm feeling like I need some little help right there. I like it at the bottom, I think. It kind of looks like a corsage, doesn't it? This little cluster. And that's what I was kind of feeling like when I was drawing the mix and mingle. I was like, oh, this is like a wrist corsage. You could build it however you want. Anybody remember wrist corsages? Do they still make those? I don't know. Let's do this one. And let's turn. Right. Yes, thank Keely. She is my unofficial moderator, and she does an amazing job. She keeps me on track. She, you know, what would I do? She's my timekeeper, which I'm totally going to run over today. Big surprise. Let's see if that. Okay, so now we have to decide on a sentiment. Good tidings to you. Kind of digging that. But I could do joy to the world on this side. Or Merry, Merry Christmas. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. What do you think of that? I'm kind of digging it. Or good tidings to you. Okay. Let's do this one flat, Veronica. Okay. That's a lot of cards in one 1 hour session. And I still have a whole bunch more to make. I still have all kinds of bits and bobs. I like it kind of on this side. What do you guys think? And, oh, maybe, oh. Or, do we like it up there? Or, oh, please don't peel up. Please don't peel up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Or what do you think about it down here? I kind of like the idea of the leaves kind of touching it. But I think up here in the corner is better. But I really want to frame it with that blue so it really pops. Stop it! How pretty is that? I love it! Oh, darn it, Keely. I'll have to do another one and nestle it under the leaves. I just liked that idea. Anyway, well, here we are at 1 hour. And we have done 1, 2... Whoops. Nope. 3, 4 completed cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 starts. So, we are on our way. We are on our way. These, you know what? I'm feeling like these. I'm really feeling like big sentiments, right? Like just the beauty of that. Don't you think? Big sentiments. Do I do the word? Whoops, wrong way. And then I can add other doodads on there, but I feel like big sentiments are kind of the way to go, I think. I'm kind of digging that. What do you think? And then I can do some doodads down here to kind of even that out. Hey, Denise Harding, how are you? Yeah, I know. You know what? I need to shop for some more rectangle dies for sentiments because mine only fit, and I need to start drawing them to fit rectangle dies. Stitch rectangle dies because I think it just adds so much. So, I hope that you are inspired to go make a bunch of different Christmas cards featuring my 4 Christmas art printables out right now. Remember, it is Mix and Mingle, which is free on Ornamentally Yours. Michelle, Card Candy, and Aunt Marge are all on my website, and Corbiere-Scott-Designs.com. And there is a thank you, Mary. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, Veronica. It is my handwriting, the font. I'm so glad you remembered to watch me too. I'm telling you, someday we gotta all meet in real life. That'll be a great day, wouldn't it? Be sure to go to my website this week. Remember the coupon code Let's Get Artsy, all caps, all one word, is active until tomorrow night at midnight for 20% off your entire order. So, and then I'll see you again on Monday when we will make some cards again, and we'll have some brand new artwork that day. So I'm anxious to see what you all create with these. Please share, please tag me. That just warms the cockles of my heart. I adore you all. Thank you so, so much. Bye, everyone.